Hello Flosstube, my name is Griffin and this is Stitching with the Griffin number 41. If you're new here, welcome. This channel is predominantly about cross stitch. I do discuss other interests and crafts as well, but predominantly cross stitch. If you're a returning viewer, welcome back. I am happy that everyone is here. I actually am. I'm just not feeling well, so I apologize. My voice was a lot worse than this yesterday, but it is still a bit rough. So if you would please bear with me. In last week's video, I discussed how I was going to change from trying to do all 4 of my whips during the week just to show you some progress to cutting it down to 2 and then alternating. So this week I did Animal Farm and aka Nursery, and I was going to do the map of Middle Earth, but I ended up grabbing Cardinal points instead. So as I said, please bear with me. I'm not feeling well, so just be kind. So we'll start with Nursery, or Animal Farm as it's called. This is K2846. It's by DMC Creative World. It is no longer available as far as I know, but I have the pattern. It's a huge pattern, so I know it's from either the 80s or the 90s, probably the 90s, early 90s. The last time you saw it, I was working on the border, the blue part of the border, trying to get that filled in, and I had gotten most of it filled in. Let me see if I can show you this. I have a really bad glare on this, and unfortunately there's no place really that I can film where I'm not gonna have a glare. So let's see if I can show you this. Okay. So there we are. As you can see, outlining the rabbits, the carrots, all the good stuff, and then it was just back here that I had not finished that border yet. I had to take out that red in the border because I had miscounted, so it's not on here. It's only partially on here. But not only did I finish the blue border over here, but I also did both of the carrots. Let's see if I can move this just a little bit. I did both of the carrots, both of the rabbits, and I've started on Mr. Hedgehog over here. Okay. So I still have quite a bit to do in this section. I want to finish Mr. Hedgehog and then do all of the greenery and the flowers that are there before I do any of the back stitching. I like to get the border done first, get all of it back stitched so I don't have to come back and do it later, because there's going to be a ton of it. Once the border is done, once all the border is done, I am going to do the background, the colors of green in the background. There won't be a whole lot. Oops, wrong side. There won't be a ton because there's so many little animals right here going on. But I will do whatever is in here and then go from there. And I'll try to be careful not to mess my counts up this time. I might end up doing it just a little by little. It depends on how I feel about it. Now, I was going to do, as I said, I was going to do the map of Middle Earth. Yeah, sorry, I'm looking around at my stuff. I was going to do the map of Middle Earth, but I ended up grabbing Cardinal points instead. Cardinal points is done by Julia Line from Long Dog Samplers. This one is put out by the Gentle Art Studio, or the Gentle Art. And I am doing this on, oh, sorry, did I say? Nursery is being done on 18 count. This is a kit, so it's being done on 18 count, or I'm sorry, 16 count Zygarde Aida that came in the kit with the called for DMC floss that came in the kit. It's being done 2/1 full cross. This is being done on generic white Aida 18 count using the called for Gentle Arts threads, which are just absolutely gorgeous, by the way. And I'm doing it 2/1 full cross. I do not keep count of my stitches, so I have no idea how many I've done. Now, the last time you saw it, I had finished page 1, and I had finished page 2 of the project. And there's 6 pages in all. Let me see if I can bring it up so you can see it. I have an awful glare, so I don't know if you'll be able to see this or not. Yeah, if I do it like that, it's half turned, but that's about the best that I can do for you. I'm sorry. But as you can see, there's quite a bit done. 2 pages on there. So, and I have begun page 3, which is on that side. So I've started over here on this side. And I haven't gotten a whole lot done because of not feeling well. But I think I did pretty decent. Please excuse the threads that are hanging out, but so I'm starting over here. I added these motifs, started adding this, and then starting on the border. I do not want to do the border until I have more of these inside motifs done, because I don't want to get the count wrong. There's so much going on and so much work that goes into these, even on the borders, that I don't want to have to go back and frog it, because I'll be very sad if I have to do that. It's a lot of work. But yeah, not a lot this week. As I said, I'm not feeling all that great. I hope to get some more done at a later date. In fact, next week, or today, after I finish this video and I have some time, because it's my day off, yay, and my friend Misty from work, hello Misty, if you're watching, she's going to take me to the grocery store because I don't have a vehicle. So anyway, besides the point, next week my plans, we've finished the stitching portion. So if that's all you were interested in, it was a quick, I don't know, 10 minutes maybe, not even 10 minutes, I can't tell, I can't see the thing. Oh, 8 minutes. Hey, if that's all you were interested in, I'll see you next week, and hopefully I will have a little bit more to show you, a little bit more progress to show you, but where it is what it is. So with plans for cross stitching, if you want to stay and see that, I will be working on The Magic of Books by Charting Creations Designs. The artist is in Northup, and I am still working on, I want to say this is page 2. It's either page 2 or page 3. Might be page 3. But right here, I'm still working on this bit here. And I will take a picture of it before I start work on it, so you'll see. I was pointing here, I'm actually over here, so it might be page 2, because this is all butterflies. It's done with pages. This is going to be a lot of confetti down here, but it's going to be fun to do. I'm having a lot of fun with these. So anyways, this is Charting Creations. I'll be doing this next week. I am doing it on 16 count natural Aida. It was 16 or 18, I keep forgetting. I think it's 16 count natural Aida. And then I'm doing The Map of Middle Earth by Inky Coleman Designs. I'm doing this one on 25 count even weave. guess it's white. Yeah, I think it's white. But anyway, 25 count even weave. This one I'm doing is the only one I'm doing in half cross. The other ones I'm doing are 2/1 full. This map of Middle Earth is 2/1 10 stitch or half stitch. And that's it. I do have some happy mail. Now, Christine from Stitchin in the Burrow. Hello, Christine. You really need to go and check her out. She's got lots of projects that she's got going on. And one of my favorites is Mama Kissing Santa Claus. It's a very retro style, Norman Rockwell type project. I think it is based on Norman Rockwell's paintings or artwork. And it's so cute. I mean, she's down towards the bottom now. She's done tons and tons of work on this. Anyway, she was doing a giveaway, and I ended up being one of the winners. I am so stoked. This is Koi Pond in stained glass. Koi Pond stained glass by pardon me, I can't read it. From the Jiffy Pattern Shop. So she sent me this, and I am stoked to do that whenever I get a chance. I think that this is going to be a 2026 stitch. It has 12 pages, and they look pretty decent, pretty decently sized. Let me see if it says. So it's in this really cool page protector. That's the thread list. Let's see. That was the assembly chart. Let's see. Okay. Here's the symbol key. It's going, if you do it on 14 count Aida, it's going to be 14.29 by 14.221 inches, or 36.29 by 36.10 centimeters. And it calls for DMC floss. It's 200 stitches by 199 stitches. I am considering doing it on 18 count because I enjoy 18 count Aida. But yes, I'm really happy. I'm psyched to do this. So this may end up being one of my 2026 stitches. But that was Koi Pond stained glass. Isn't that beautiful? That's just absolutely gorgeous, I think. So all of that stitching related stuff is done. Again, if that's all you cared about, then by all means, I'll see you next week. No hard feelings. Love ya. Moving on to my other crafts. I've been doing the bear diamond art that was given to me by my son and my daughter-in-law for Christmas 2024. Yule 2024. I don't celebrate Christmas. And the last time you guys saw it, I keep forgetting to take pictures of it, but the last time you saw it, I had done all of the flowers, and I had started working on the bears. I had done a little bit of the bears. If you're interested, you can go back a couple of videos, several videos maybe, and you'll see where I'm at. But here I am now, and as you can see, you can tell I put Mom's face on, I've put the baby's face on, I've done some of Mom's back over here and the baby's body. I have a little bit left here, all of her front and all of his front. I say that's a him because, anyway. But the flowers came out so beautiful. Lots and lots of color. I like how detailed it is for being diamond art. I mean, it's just gorgeous. The shading and everything just really brings it out. I think I still have to finish baby's. Yeah, I still have to finish baby's eyes. And maybe Mom's eyes up here. Yeah, she's got a couple of pieces still missing up there. But basically, that's as far as I've gotten. The next time you see it, I'm hoping this will be completely finished. But we shall see. We shall see. Okay, I have notes here. Let me double check. So that was my, yeah, okay. Now, as you know, I crochet. I've got Bulbasaur started there, but I had been working on Charmander, and here he is. He has got his little flame. Actually, it's a very big flame. It's a very healthy Charmander. So he has his flame, and it's not really supposed to stand up, but you know, might have to trim that. But there's his flame. Here's his little face. I did do a little bit of work on his mouth, changed his mouth up a little bit because it didn't look like he was smiling, it looked like he was mad. And his little feet pads. And then a nose. So yeah, I finished him. And looking at him here in the camera, I think he's adorable. What do you guys think? This is going to one of my co-workers. She said she liked Charmander, so she's getting him. And he does stand up on his own. I have to adjust his feet, but she thought it was cute when she was helping me with getting the templates for his face, for the felt for his face. And if anybody has any tips or tricks on how to cut out felt without actually attaching the template to the felt, I can't find anything that I can mark on it, you know, to help me actually cut it out. So I don't know what I'm doing wrong, or what's out there. I've never really worked with felt before. This is the first time, and I've got a bunch of Pokemon that I will be adding felt to, so I need the help with that. Okay, pardon me, thought I was gonna cough. Now I have a list here, bear with me. Those are the two crafts that I wanted to show you. I am doing some other things every once in a while. I have a puzzle by One Cool Piece, or One Piece Cool. It's a metal puzzle. I have not done anything with it yet because I don't have a way of showing you how the pieces are tiny. And the last time I showed it, the first time I showed it, I showed you just the sheets that had the pieces on it. And when I clip them out, I mean, they're just like tiny, tiny. And I would like to have an overhead view so you can actually see them properly instead of me trying to stick them up, you know, up there and you try to see them. So that's on hold for a little while. I did get some more diamond art, which I did show last video on my live stream video. It might have been on my last video too. Sorry, my foot's going to sleep. Of the ones that I got for Mother's Day and for my birthday, which my children gave to me, which is really sweet. I have not tied out my magnifying light yet, but I'm going to. I have been reading. I haven't been feeling well enough to do a whole lot of anything else, so I've been reading and I've been watching Flosstube. And I watched one movie so far. No, 2 movies. I watched 2. I watched a new one and watched a remake. I rewatched one. Anyway, we'll get to that. The books that I've been reading, and I read these on Google Play Books and also now on Kindle. And I like it on Kindle because it automatically goes to my Goodreads page. I can. It automatically shows that I'm reading them, and I can. Rate them on it without having to go manually put them in like I have to do for Google Play. But so the first 3 are from Google Play, and then the rest of them are from the Kindle books. There's 4, 5. I can't read. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5 of them are from Google Play. Anyway, the first one is Gods and Ghosts. It's book 1 of the Gods and Ghosts series. It's by Cynthia D. Witherspoon and T.H. Morris. I forgot to get the author for the next one. I'll add it to my next list. It's called Oh Shoot, and it's got a cat on it. It's cute. I read a lot of... I've been doing cozy mysteries, but I've also been branching out. Anything that has a cat on the cover, I'm probably going to read, unless it's a romance. And then Is Murder by Candlestick Still a Thing? This is a Diva Delaney mystery, book 1, and it's by Annie Jayde, Jayde. And I will leave all these listed in the description box below. There's Claws of Justice by Emmie Lynn. Then there's Hidden Blade, which is Soul Eater series, book 1, and it's by Pippa DaCosta. Now on Kindle, I have gotten the Library Cat Magical Mystery Set, book 3. It's set 1. It's 3 books by Skye Sullivan. The first one is called Hardcovers, Homicide, and Hairballs. The second one is Literature, Larceny, and Litterboxes. I have not read the third one yet, so I'm not going to list that yet. Berkeley Street. I discovered this series, and he's got a lot of books. If you like Stuart Jaffe, which I adore Stuart Jaffe's writing, you're going to like Ron Ripley and his Berkeley series, the Berkeley Street series. It starts out, the first book is about his own home, Berkeley Street, which is a haunted house. And he's very, very good. There's no gratuitous gore. There's no... everything is in line with the story. And it does discuss blood and some other things. So if that triggers you, don't read it. But in general, he's really, really good. I think that him and Stephen King would get along really well. Now this one is part of the Afterlife Calls book series. This is book 1 called The Ghost's Call. It's by K.C. Adams. It's another good one. I believe I'll be reading more of that series. Carnival of Exquisite Minds by Eve Rosewood. That was different. Not necessarily, it was kind of a mystery, but also kind of a mind, a psychological thriller type thing. So very interesting, very good to read. So that's the books that I've read this week so far. I've seen 2 movies. I finally got to see the new Beetlejuice. I'm a big fan of the original. This is not a remake, this is a sequel. And it's actually pretty good. It has most of the original cast returning. I might have said this in my last video about watching that, so I'm thinking about it now, going, maybe I did already mention it, because those are the only 2 movies. It's still sticking in my head. But it was still pretty good. I also rewatched The Da Vinci Code with Tom Hanks. I have read the book. I have the book. I own all of Dan Brown's books. And the movie is still really good. It's still really thought-provoking for me anyway. I have read... I'm not a conspiracy theorist. I don't delve that deep into the mysteries, but just like the story, the history in it, the cryptex, the different puzzles. I enjoyed those, and I enjoyed watching it again. Sorry, ran out of air. Whew. I'm not trying to rush through this. This is my normal way of speaking. I am Southern, but I don't speak very slow. I also try not to rush through things I can, so I'm trying to do a midway point for me. Being ill, it has slowed me down a little bit, as far as trying to breathe while I'm talking. Yesterday, every time I tried to talk, I ended up coughing, so I'm doing better today, as far as I can tell. So we'll just keep going a little bit more. I have shout outs. This is the last little bit for you folks that are still with me, and I'm hoping you still are. Harpy Stitch. I love this woman. She's doing 50 new starts for her 50th birthday. This is the year. And she is almost done with the 50 new starts already. She has been really going for it. And I mean, she still has regular projects that she's working on for her fandoms, her whip goes, there's a couple other things that she's doing. And yeah, she's fun to watch. I do really enjoy her Seductive Kermit, watching her progress on those. She does have several other ones, but Kermit just it makes me laugh every time I see it. It's cute. A new one, which I had mentioned in last video, but who I did not link to because I could not remember his complete name. I do not remember what his actual name is. I'm sure he said it, but he is Cross Stitch and Cambria on both Instagram and on Flosstube. He just started on Flosstube, but his work is phenomenal. He does a lot of model stitching for Witchy Stitcher, the Witchy Stitcher, and here in the U.S. And I think he's in the U.S. I think he said he was in the U.S. He sounds like he's from the U.S., but I could be wrong. But he's doing, on a big, huge piece of black Aida, he's doing the tarot cards for the Witchy Stitcher, and they are cute. Not quite my thing, not quite scary or macabre enough for me, but still cute. There's Blessed to Crochet, or Blessed to Crochet, and I don't know why I put it on my list for cross stitch, but she's worth checking out. She's got some cute crochet projects. There's Amnicon Studio, and I like a lot of her work too. I can't think of anything off the top of my head. Just out the window there. There's Susan, the Scenic City Stitcher, and then Tara, One Stitch at a Time. I have watched all of those folks, and that's probably why I don't really remember a whole lot, because I wasn't feeling well, but I wanted to watch Flosstubers that were new to me. I don't know how new they are to Flosstube, except for Cross Stitch and Cambria. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this week. I'm hoping I feel better next week. We'll see. Being immunosuppressed, I get sick, and sometimes I stay sick for a long time. Sometimes I don't. Sometimes I'm the only person in the whole place that gets sick, and don't know why, but you know, it is what it is. But I want to thank everyone who has joined me today and has made it this far. You deserve a medal or a gold star. As I said, my videos are usually not very long, because I really don't have a ton to show, but when I do, I try to let you guys know. But yeah, thank you so much, and I hope that you will, do the things, the like, the subscribe, and the ring the bell if you want. Comment, please. I do answer comments. I don't get a whole, so many that I don't have time to answer them. So, yeah. I will do better at marking these as not for kids so that you can actually ring the bell and be able to be notified. Apparently, when I haven't been watching that, so I need to. It doesn't do it automatically the way I thought. I guess default is made for kids, so I will be more mindful of that in the future. But yes, I hope everyone has a wonderful week, a wonderful day, and I will see you guys on the flip side.